This is Border Crossings. I'm Larry London. On today's program, we are joined by 18-year-old singer-songwriter Kiana Mimi Mieko Sabala. Mimi is from Oahu, Hawaii, and she started her singing career just 2 years ago. Mimi says her uncle approached her on New Year's Eve 2015 and asked her, Hi, I'm Larry London. We welcome you to Border Crossings. In our studios, on tour for a brand new album, we'd like to welcome to Washington, D.C., a bright new star on the rise. Her name is Mimi. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to meet you in person. You come from Oahu.
Yes, I come from Oahu, Hawaii.
Which is a beautiful island. I've been to the Big Island myself. But Oahu is where in terms of all the different islands?
Oahu is, so if this is the Big Island, Oahu is a couple islands over.
Hawaiian music is absolutely beautiful. I mean, the ukulele is kind of indigenous to Hawaiian music. Now, you grew up listening to that, or what were you listening to?
I grew up listening to a mix of a lot of local music and a lot of more mainstream. I actually started my career singing island music.
Island music?
Yes.
So that would be the traditional type music then?
Yeah.
I think is one of the
Brada
great...
is.
Yeah.
He's one of the big names.
And you got discovered by a reggae star, I think, from...
Fiji.
From Fiji. His name's Fiji. He's not from Fiji, but...
He's also from Fiji, and his name is Fiji.
Wow. And how did he discover you?
We had mutual friends, mutual connections, and then we met him one day, and it was history from there.
So how did you come about a pop music career? What was it that made you decide this is what I want to do? Because you're 18, I think?
Yes,
now? You just turned 18 in September, right? Recently.
Yes.
So how did you decide this is the direction I want to go?
I've been doing island music for about 2 years, and then I wanted to do more mainstream, more hip-hop, more of the things that I listen to. So we started to ease our way into this side of the industry, and I started making more mainstream music and released it.
And you've released 3 songs so far.
Yes.
And then the 4th one's coming up.
Yes, it is.
Which is called what?
Lightweight. And
are you a songwriter as well?
I write.
So are you writing songs on this? This is an EP.
Yes.
And it's called Mimi?
The Life of Mimi.
The Life of Mimi.
Yes.
Oh, I like it. And you also have a reality TV show.
Yes, that's going to be coming out soon as well.
Wow. You're busy. And so I assume you finished high school then?
This is actually my senior year.
So you're doing all this while you're doing your senior year?
Yes.
How are you making that work?
I squeeze in time to sleep. I squeeze in time for study. I squeeze in time for performance.
How about guys? No squeezing time for guys. No prom.
No prom.
Oh, no.
I'm just going to do everything I have to do and wait a little longer.
So as a part of the big picture down the road, what are your dreams? What are you hoping to, record lots of albums? Do you want to become an actress? Which are you just kind of figuring it out now? What have you thought about?
Right now I'm filling it out, but I would like to stay in the music industry. Hopefully one day have a label of my own where I can mold artists and help them and sign them to my label.
All right. So what are we going to hear first from you? What are you going to perform?
The first song I have is Stand Out.
Stand Out.
Yes.
And what's this about?
It's just an empowering song. So I want to be there for somebody when they need someone. So I want to be the one that stands out for them.
All right. Stand Out. Mimi. Stand Out. That was a great song.
Thank you so much.
Got Mimi in our studios, and we just saw you singing and dancing. And
yes.
Wow, the dancing, I understand you were trained by some of the best choreographers.
Yes, I just started my choreography training before my tour started a few months prior. So now that I'm singing and stuff, I'm learning to be more of a performer so I can dance and sing.
And the choreographer you worked with choreographed Beyonce's Super Bowl performance.
Yes, he was a part of it.
Wow. So you got a great team behind you.
I have a really good team, and I'm thankful for every single member.
And your producer has worked with, I think, Beyonce, and who else did I read? Britney Spears.
Yes.
And some others as well.
Yes, Damian Elliott works with, he worked with Destiny's Child, Bone Thugs and Harmony, the list goes on and on.
And you performed with one of the guys in Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh, we actually have a song together, my song Crazy, me and Crazy Bone and Nomad.
Wow. So what are you listening to? I mean, what's your favorite music these days?
I like to I still listen to a lot of local artists, island music. I also listen to hip hop and pop.
And so coming here from Hawaii and now performing in the United States, have you been here a lot to the U.S. before you came here to perform?
This is my first time on this side, more towards the East Coast. I usually stay on the LA side, California, you know?
Because I would figure this seems very foreign to you. This is like a different place because after you grew up with mountains and palm trees and the ocean around you and all the great stuff that makes Hawaii paradise, and then you come here and you got a very different view.
Not much big mountains. There's a lot of big buildings.
Right. I'd prefer the mountains myself.
Me too.
And you miss the poi, I guess, too.
Yes. I love Hawaiian food.
Poi, and what else is there? Spam. What's this thing with spam? Hawaiian people and spam.
I don't know. Don't knock it until you try it. It's called a musubi. So there's spam, rice, and then a wrap of nori.
Nori, which is a Japanese food. It's the seaweed.
Seaweed, yes.
Now, your roots are you Japanese?
Yes, I'm Japanese. I'm Japanese, Chinese, Hawaiian, Filipino, Portuguese.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, that's one big party.
Hawaii is just a big melting pot. All of the cultures come together, and I'm the product.
Right, and everybody must be so proud of Bruno Mars.
Yes.
Who is a product of Hawaii.
Yes.
And in the past few years. And so as far as collaborations go, we talked a little bit about the fact you collaborated with somebody from Bone Thugs and Harmony. Future plans for collaborations?
Future plans? Whatever's going to work out. Whatever people we meet and we feel is good energy, good vibes. I just love working with great people, you know?
This is an exciting time, you know, and because you're a young teenager, this is just the beginning of the journey.
Yeah. Everything just started moving so quick. So you just have to be able to, I'm enjoying my time here. I'm trying to live in the moment for everything, trying to take it all in.
And you only started singing a couple years ago.
Yeah. I've always sang because me and my mom, we sing a lot, but I never, took it serious until about 2-3 years ago. And then I was like, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm not going to think of a plan B. I'm just going to push plan A.
Are your parents in show business, music?
No, actually, nobody is.
No one in your family?
No.
This is a kind of a big daring leap.
Yes, but I have the best support system. They support me in everything I do.
So what would you be if not a singer?
If not a singer, I don't know. I don't like to think of plan Bs because I'm so set on plan A. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do everything to get me here.
That's great. You do your own nails?
Oh, no. I just did my nails at the mall the other day.
Oh, my goodness.
Somebody suggested me to go to the shop, and I went.
Wow. Look at those nails. You're all glitter glammed up. Look at your shoes. You got your gold, pink glitter shoes on.
I love glitter. I love shiny things.
Well, there you go. I mean, you could be the new glitter princess. I think Kesha doesn't want the title anymore, so you can have it. All right, Mimi's going to do another song for us. What are you going to do next?
This next song is called Pull Up.
Pull Up?
Yes.
Is this about exercising?
Oh, no, not about exercising. It's just, this is one of my female empowering songs.
Okay.
This is for the ladies. It's just a fun song to just focus on yourself and don't worry about anything else. Just do you.
All right. All right, ladies, here we go. Let's have some fun with Mimi. Pull Up. I enjoyed that one. I mean,
Thank you.
yeah, you've got all kinds of moves going on, and the song, and it's amazing all of the great young talent that's out right now. I mean, very inspiring.
Thank you so
all of the young
much.
people that are on the rise. So what's been the highlight for you so far? Because it's kind of a pretty new journey.
The highlight for me is performing every day, getting to meet all of the new kids, all of the new students, being able to connect with them on some level, because I'm the same age as them. Like, I would be where they were sitting if I wasn't doing music. I would be in the same seat watching everybody. So it's just nice to meet them and let them know that if I can do it, then you can do it too.
Have you just ever thought about the fact that how many people you're influencing? Because TV, reality star, music, celebrity star, you're singing in concerts, performing music, and then all the little young people who want to be like Mimi look up to you. I mean, that's an empowering position. That is a very important responsibility too.
It is. So I try to carry myself in a way that looks good, that because I want the young kids who's watching me to be able to feel comfortable being like someone like this. I don't want them growing up trying to be somebody who they're not, trying to be somebody who portrays a different image than what they really are. So I just want them to be themselves and be happy and be confident. I feel like as long as you're happy doing something, then you can go far.
What kind of advice do you offer young people?
My advice, it would be, if you believe in something, if you believe in it enough, then it will go.
That's great. And you hold on to that commitment. Don't give that up. Now, why didn't you, I mean, with all the options these days for young people who want to be famous and become singers, why didn't you think about one of those TV type talent shows like The Voice, which is very good, and X Factor, and all of those shows that are out right now?
Well, we thought about it, but we took it into consideration, and I already had my music done. Like, I had records ready to be released, and I didn't want to do it that way. I wanted to like go on this tour so I can meet everybody face to face, let them know me before I become a bigger name artist, you know? So I can have a good fan base where people actually know me as the person I am instead of just seeing me through a TV screen.
Now, who's on your wish list you'd like to work with?
I would like to work with, I like Bad Bunny a lot. I like Drake, Cardi B, Beyonce. I love all the female artists. Just anyone. Anyone willing to work with me.
There
Any
you go.
fun people.
If anybody's listening and watching right now, call Mimi. Give her a call. So, I mean, in all the shows you've done so far, right now, what's been your favorite?
My favorite. The energy is always good. Every show I go to, I get to meet the kids before I perform. I perform and then they meet me after. I just love performing at every school. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. They just give me a good energy, and then I get to meet everybody after, and then they're like my friends.
Because you are on, I got a high school tour.
Yeah, it's called the High School Nation Tour.
The High School Nation Tour. And that's got to be kind of interesting because you are still in high school. You're their age.
I know.
So what do they say to you when you meet these high school students?
I tell them that this is my senior year, and then they're like, wow. And then they ask me a lot of questions. So how do I get into the music? How do I know if this is right for me? The High School Nation Tour, it actually donates $2 million. Every school we go to, they make a recording studio with a lot of equipment for the students to go there after.
And so this tour continues for the rest of this year? Or how long does it go? What's your plan
This
for?
tour has 26 states, and we're finishing up 8 today.
8. Wow.
Yes, it's my 8th show.
And then what's next?
After this tour, I have my first show in Hawaii. I have my first show back home. That's going to be my own, so I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited to get back home. Everybody's anticipating it. I just love to be with my people.
You love to be with your people, your peeps,
I
back
love
home.
them.
And so, well, of course, I mean, who wouldn't want to be back home if home is Hawaii? So that's one. Have you done any international performances?
No, not yet, but hopefully by the end of this year, I get to check it off my bucket list.
And with all of the different nationalities that make you, can you speak any other languages?
Nope. Unfortunately, I can only speak English, but if you ever come to Hawaii, you're going to find out what pidgin is. I can talk and understand it.
It's very hard. I was in Hawaii and I couldn't say King Kamehameha.
King Kamehameha.
Yeah, and all of these different names because it is not easy to speak the Hawaiian language.
Every street name is like 26 letters long.
Yes, yes. And soon we'll be hearing Mele Kalikimaka.
Mele Kalikimaka means Merry Christmas.
That's right.
Yes.
Soon it's going to be Christmas. What are you going to be doing for the holidays?
For the holidays, I'm just going to be back home, chilling with my family, eating a lot of good food, just recuperating until my next shows.
And the EP's out now, or?
Yeah. Oh, the EP is coming out this month.
This month?
Yes.
Okay. And then an album will follow, I'm sure. Most of them.
I'm
Are you
sure.
on your own label, or what? How
Right now, we're independent artists, but I got some great news. Universal Records wants to fly me out to LA.
Yeah,
during the
congratulations.
tour. Thank you so much.
Wow, that's exciting.
I know. Everything is just moving so quick, and I'm just so thankful for all of the exposure I'm getting and all the great people I get to work with.
Well, that's excellent. We're going to ask if you do another song for us.
All right, I do have another song.
And it's called?
Lightweight.
Oh, the new one.
Yes, this one just released, so make sure everybody goes and grabs it.
And what's it about?
Lightweight is just a hype song. You just listen to it, you can't help just to like be hype. I don't
the
know.
Groove, huh?
Yeah, it's
the
just
jam.
a whole energy.
All right. Here's Mimi, Lightweight. Yeah, that was cool.
Thank you.
That was cool. I enjoyed that. Mimi, thank you so much for coming to Washington, D.C. Are you having fun here?
Yes, I am. It's a little colder than what I prefer, but it's a lot of fun. I got to see the White House and the other monuments. It was cool.
You're not dressed for snow, that's for sure.
I am not.
Probably
dressed for
don't own a
snow.
snow jacket, I'm guessing.
I went to the snow. It's nice to visit, but just to visit.
Just to visit.
Yeah.
Back home, you don't have snow. You don't have to worry about that. You have palm trees, beaches, beautiful weather back in Hawaii. What a pleasure it is to meet you.
Thank you so much.
Where can people go if they want to read more about you, get your CD? Give us the social media sites, the websites.
You can find me on Instagram at Mimi Music Hawaii, and everything else is linked on there. I have the link to my music and all of my videos.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mimi.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you. Mimi's our guest, and this is Border Crossings.